The Personal Data Protection Act came into effect last year, and companies here have been taking measures to ensure they comply with the new regulations. Now, one of the regulations relates to the Do Not Call registry, which allows consumers to block their numbers from marketing calls. And besides getting help from technology, businesses are also raising their staff's awareness about complying with the law. This report by Syed Hussain. When the DNC registry took effect last year, companies that rely on cold calling for sales have had to employ other marketing methods. But they've also had to ensure that their employees are adequately trained for the new business environment.
It's a responsibility on the part of the organization which hires employees to train the employees to ensure that the employees are aware of the new changes in the law. So one of the obligations that the companies have is to make sure that the employees are well trained. Because if your employees are not well trained, then you are the ones who are responsible for the fines.
Other than seminars and workshops for staff, some companies are investing in technologies to make sure they don't breach the Personal Data Protection Act. There is a variety of software that helps screen out DNC registered numbers, both web-based and downloadable applications for mobile devices. One such application is the Spidergate app for mobile phones, which screens out calls by automatically checking with the DNC registry.
We actually have a system which will help us to keep track of calls being made out. So in the event there's a complaint made, we can find out and investigate in a very short period of time whether the salesperson is compliant. That means he has done the necessary checks at certain time, and then it's proved that he has followed the regulations. Rather than, if let's say we don't have a system or a solution, then you have to incur more time, to get the telephone bills to see, whether you have done the necessary check. So the system has a log or audit trail that captures all the calls or the SMSes that you have made.
Since the Personal Data Protection Act came into effect, several companies and individuals have been fined for breaching it. A tuition agency and its director were fined nearly $80,000, and an errant property agent was fined $27,000 for multiple offences related to the Act.